What's up, beautiful humans? It's your girl Amber, and today I'm excited to do an update video with you guys, and also to say that it is my goal to continue to make videos on here. I miss y'all, and when I go out and meet people, you guys talk about my old videos and ask me to come back, and that is my goal. I know that I have said that in the past. When I moved to my new place and I started making content or whatever, I kept saying I'm gonna continue to make videos. And life really hit me, y'all. So that's what I want to talk about, like where I've been, what I've been doing. I know I've been putting up my short videos, and I've literally have grown a lot since then. So thank you to all of my new followers that have come along, even though you haven't seen any longer form videos, but you enjoyed my short form videos. And I recently just hit 850,000 subscribers, which is a huge deal. And now I'm just like, why don't we try to hit 1 million? Like, oh my God, I don't know. I that's a number that I never even thought of, because I've never had the intention to do content just to grow to a certain number. I've just literally just been like, oh my God, I'm so honored and blessed every time I hit like another like level of stuff. But anyways, so yeah, I want to talk to you guys about what I've been doing. But before we get into that, today marks 12 years ago on this date that I started my YouTube channel. Literally, like October 12th, 2012 is when I put up my first video ever. And then I continued to go from there. And I know I've been very inconsistent as a creator, because this platform has loved me and also hurt me. And I always tell people, me and YouTube is an abusive relationship, because I've been demonetized, videos taken down in the past of what now is like stuff that people love to make on here. It's just crazy. I've been around that long. Like, I had to go through like some really terrible stuff. I was in that generation of creators that now the other ones don't have to go through, which is cool. I love being that. If I have to be one of the people riding or dying for our community or our people to make sure that they don't have to go through the same shit, absolutely. Because that's why I made this channel. Don't forget that. I came out on here and then started creating videos that I wish that I had to make somebody else's journey a little bit easier. And then I just started sharing a bunch of stuff that I really love, whether it's fashion or politics or whatever it is. And I just want to say thank y'all. Thank you for always riding or dying with me and supporting me for all this time. I cannot believe that after 12 years, I'm still doing it. I feel blessed, I feel honored, and sometimes I do not even feel worthy to still be like relevant in doing this after all this time. I do have to say it has not been easy. There's been so many times where I wanted to quit, because it's not easy as a creator that kind of speaks up about the world stuff. You are not monetizable. You know what I'm saying? You're not brand friendly sometimes. So it has been like a little bit of a struggle for me. So your girl does a lot of other things to make sure that I can still continue to try to like make videos and like be a voice and stuff. And so throughout these years, there's been times where I've wanted to stop, and then I go out in real life and I meet one of y'all and you share how my content has made you feel, or share a specific moment in a video that really hit and like became inspiring for you in your life. And y'all don't realize how much that means to me. Like, there's been so many times where I'm just like, I'm never gonna post again. I'm just gonna fall off the earth. I'm gonna get a regular job, like whatever. And I meet one of you guys, and then I remember why I'm doing it. And then you have literally like saved me. I'm an overthinker, so I will literally take myself into a spiral. Your support has literally meant everything. And I don't think I have words to describe how much I love y'all. So I love y'all. So I think almost 2 years ago now, I started not being happy all of a sudden. And I'm a person that like I try to have myself together and my stuff together, and I'm more logical than emotional, and I usually think positive. And so me kind of tripping and falling over obstacles, and then usually it's like easy for me to get back up, and then all of a sudden I found myself at a point in life where it was harder and harder to get up every time, and I slipped into a depression. Now, someone like me that's not used to that didn't know how to deal with it. I don't think that I even realized I was in it until I was so deep that I couldn't even see the light anymore. The hole I dug was so deep. I'm just like literally fighting against, you know what I'm saying, the current. I'm fighting against the big wave. And it was really, really difficult. And so that was a point in time where I stopped making my content. A lot happened during then. I had a lot of stuff in my personal life, like relationships and everything, friendships, even people in my family, things were kind of just all over the place and going really bad. And I feel like I kind of was getting the blunt of everybody's unhappiness or their trauma or their anger, their frustration, and it was hitting me all at once. And that was one part of it. And then the other part of it is like, I've always been this person where I believe in myself and I trust the process, because work-wise or whatever, I feel like I have planted enough seeds to always been okay. And that's always been my mindset, is to trust myself, trust the process. And things got so bad that I stopped believing in myself. I stopped trusting the process. And that's when things really started to get scary for me, because I'm not like any of those things that I just said. So being someone that is usually the strong one, the person that has it together, and then not, was really hard for me. Like, I had been in therapy for years. At this time is when I didn't have a therapist, so I didn't really have many people to talk to because of all the stuff that was going on in my life and separations for certain people and stuff. And then also I couldn't even find the words. Therefore, I was literally just in my head and trying to figure out something that I've never experienced before, and not having the words or the education or understanding of how to deal with it. So I just slipped, and I slipped bad. In that year, the process of like work and all the things that I was doing, everything that I put money and effort and energy into collapsed. Everything. It was hard, y'all. It was so hard because most of the time I had trouble even getting up and doing things. And then I'm faced with people, whether it's like my friends or people in public or whatever, I'm faced with them challenging me because they're used to a certain version of me. They're used to me always having it together. You're used to me being positive. They're used to me being the fun one or whatever. And I wasn't, because if I didn't have it for myself, I definitely didn't have it to give to others. And so that was odd for people. I was fighting through it, y'all. I really had to like work every day just to feel better, just to get up, just to do something. I started really working on myself last December. At the beginning of this year is when I was like, I'm feeling better. I'm going to get myself together. I traveled to Houston twice. I did a party for New Year's, and then I did a party in the middle of the month. And then when I went back in the middle of February, my dad had lost 50 pounds. He was down like 40 or 50 pounds. And I did not leave his side from that point on. So let me just back this up real quick. And a life update is like where I've been the last like year and a half. I have been dealing with anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and I'm also grieving the loss of my father. I shared it on YouTube. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but my dad passed away a few months ago. And it's been extremely hard. If any of y'all know me at all, you know that my dad and I are extremely close. He's my best friend. I talk to him like 3 to 5 times a day. I share any wins that I have. He's the first person I call. I feel like he's the only person I call. And he's the person that makes me remember that I'm not alone a lot of times. So this has been extremely hard. So in that year of me going through the depression, I found out January 2023 that my dad's cancer came back, and that he had had it for a while and kept it from us. So we dealt with a lot in 2023, especially the first like 6 months of like trying to get him all the care that he needs, and this certain medicine that was extremely expensive. Oh my God, that's a whole nother topic. I thought that after he did some radiation in like October, November of 2023 last year, that they seemed, with that and the medication he was taking, they seemed positive that he was going to do better. So like I said, going there in January and then coming back in February and seeing that he lost so much weight and that he was not in a good place, I didn't leave Houston after that. It was crazy because I had just started to feel better, and it felt like almost like weird timing, because I went from being like, I need to like pour into myself, to being like, my dad needs me right now. And I was just happy to be in a better place for me personally, to be able to be there for him. I came back at the beginning of March to move from my one big apartment that I was in to a smaller one, because I didn't want to worry about bills, and I didn't want to worry about me having to work so much. So then I moved into a smaller place, just so I can be there more for him. And then after that, I was by his side nonstop. I was in the hospital with him. I was at every doctor appointment. And I just had to handle everything. And yeah, it went so fast, you guys. I don't want to get emotional and I don't want to cry on here. I don't want to do any of that, but it's hard to talk about it without doing that. And I have been grieving, and I've never, I thought that me and the depression was hard. This grieving process is extremely hard. I'm so emotional. I'm stuck in emotion and not logic, which is also very different for me. After my dad passed, I literally just like had I'm the responsible one of the family hat on, and I just handled everything. And I think I was okay for the first month and a half of like understanding it because I was there. I was numb for a couple weeks, and then the last like 2 months has just been hard. It's been so hard where like I'll be at a light and all of a sudden I just get a burst of like angry tears, or I'm in the grocery store and I see something that reminds me of him and I just bust out crying. It's just been like a lot. And in this process, I've learned who is your real friend and who's really going to be there for you, which has been a lot of really hard lessons, you guys. So that's what I've been dealing with. I've been having grace for myself and being like every little thing that I get done in the daytime is a win, because it's hard to do anything. I'm also battling this other voice in my head. It's like, your dad doesn't want you to be sad, like get up, and he'll be like, get up, suck it up, and I want you to miss me, but you got shit to do, Amber. Like I can hear him doing that. It's just been really hard. I'm in therapy. I signed up for like group grieving classes for other people that I've lost a parent to. And I haven't started it yet, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be comfortable, but I'm willing to try everything and anything. But my friends that have experienced the loss have literally been my savior, because it's really hard to talk about this, and it's really hard to explain how brokenhearted you feel or how hurt you feel. And those that have experienced it understand it without you having to say anything. And so they've really been truly helpful. Even those that I've shared with online and people messaging me has really been so helpful. That's where I've been, and I'm working through everything right now, and I'm trying to like be happy and in a better place. I felt like I needed to share and be honest with y'all. So if there's anything that I just talked about right now that you guys would like in another video that I emphasize about, whether it's anxiety, depression, the loss of a loved one and how to cope with that, let me know. Or even healing. I spent the whole 2023 so hurt that at the beginning of this year, I went on what I wanted it to be a healing journey. Then I went on to like start taking care of my dad. But within like a couple of months of trying to get better, I learned how to deal with my depression and how to kind of climb out of that hole. And I think that we can have discussions about it. I intended to make a whole like series of cooking videos with my dad. Like I wanted to make some, and I wanted to make some with my dad because I wanted him to teach me some of the recipes. And we only made one before he started radiation, and then it kind of just went downhill from there. But I also want to continue my cooking videos. That was something my dad and I love. We love food. We love cooking. It's been like, I feel like a form of therapy. And Chanel, I don't know if you guys have been around for a long time, but this is my baby, my daughter. You know what I'm saying? She has been on all the past videos and everything. And she's, hanging in there. My baby has gained a lot of weight. She's getting older. She's about to be 13 in a month. It's my longest relationship. I've had her since she was 2 months old. What do they call it? Like the emotional animal is really real. She has like literally saved me so many times. Anyways, you guys, I just wanted to say your girl's gonna try to come back. I wanted to update you on my life and what I've been going through. But again, if there's anything you guys want to talk about, please let me know in the comments below. Whether it's sex, relationships, dating, depression, anxiety, taking it one day at a time, healing, grieving, all the things. Please let me know. I really want to know what you guys want to see from me. But I'm excited to keep going on this channel. And I love y'all so much. Thank you for everything all these years. See you soon. Peace.